he had.
Yeah, now listen to the.
Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Thank you.
No.
Now listen with the even the men on the panel. Listen to what. Listen to the energy.
Thank you. That's his platform, dude.
Yeah, the nigga said it's kind of fucked up. Exactly.
That's the point that Chris was trying to make. He's more than welcome. He's more than welcome. Leave the sexuality out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're more than welcome. I don't want to hear that shit about it. I don't want to hear that shit with women. This ain't a dating platform. No, I wasn't saying that to no, I know. I know. I was just saying. But again, that I'm saying from the experience as a man who do not have children, I don't have the psychology. And I'm saying, again, who this is their sexuality. I'm saying, how come there is that detachment? I'm not saying that to put an agenda, but nigga, I can't help that I'm black and that's my experience from speaking from my nigga, but I won't speak from that experience. That's fine. It's not even as much as the experience as the announcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, because what if I had your number, I just hit you up. It's not as much as you speaking from your experience as announcing.
Now, this is where, for me, I have to make the analysis of saying this. Now, see, now you're trying to extend some type of reason of logic, but see, you were so emotional. The irony that you were more emotional about me just stating this is who I am versus a man on there shaming single men who are saying that they want to be singles and stepfathers to other women, begging you. But that was enough to bother you in your emotions to where you forgot you don't have my number, nigga, but you have a private chat. You were so emotional that you didn't think you could have even came to plan and said, "Let me holler at you the private chat IG."
But even still,
say that if you had my number, you would hit me up, as if because you at that time logic for you was out the window. This were all your emotions because I didn't say anything, and you're going to hear me ask in the other panel, like, what did I say anything about my sex? You're going to hear the question, but I just want to point that out, that I would have hit you up if I had your number, but you're the host and you have a private chat. As a matter of fact, the chat was acting funny and kept kicking me out when you was adding me on the show. So, and I even used the private chat to tell somebody who has access to you to let me in. So it's not like you didn't have an access, but again, logic didn't play a role here. Emotions did.
But like the nigga said in the background, he was like, "This is why we don't feel accepted."
Yeah, that's why we don't feel accepted in black spaces. And for him to try to say he's more than welcome. But see, this is the irony.
Well, no, see, you can't say somebody's more than welcome when you just literally pose that the question, like, again, he's going to go on by saying that the question was a good question, but you're saying somebody's welcome, but then literally tell them you don't want to hear that gay ass shit. As if you were, literally, the words that you mentioned were SGL and certain things of that nature. And so it's just like, I don't know, like, you weren't welcome because you don't want to hear about this gay ass shit. You don't want to hear about the experiences based off of which another black male, which you wouldn't consider as a brother because he's not straight. So, nobody's welcome. Nobody's fucking welcome because the way you even fucking handle the situation, even like I said, if the nigga didn't hit you up in a DM or call you, the nigga could have approached the situation different.
You don't have
nigga, you were really mad, nigga.
You were that right. He was in his emotions. His slip was showing.
Like, nigga, he hyped the shit out of that shit.
His slip, the nigga slip fell out his pocket.
I don't want to hear about that gas shit, lick. Okay, nigga. Slip. Okay, how about we don't want to hear about y'all's fucking dysfunction all the fucking time, but there's always some nigga hitting the bitch in a fucking store because she didn't want to give his fucking phone number. Well, we got to hear about that shit.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear about your heterosexual drama. We don't want to hear about the reason why every time y'all have sex, y'all can't seem to take care of the fucking children y'all create. We don't want to hear about that. That has something to do with your sex and your heterosexuality. But you don't. But because it's already on display, you don't have to mention what you do because it's a golden rule. What you do already is already again ordained by God. So you think by what you do is just some God gift. It's a gift from God. That's why I said what I said because it's like, bitch, you really feel like what you're doing is something magical. It's something profound. Bitch,
And every species
you're
do it.
popping out children that you don't fucking take care of, and
That you could discard based off of the dysfunctions that you say that they're dysfunctional, but create the world that they live in, that they have to experience their dysfunction and then call
nigga,
them
and then
dysfunctional.
and then make jokes about the things that you created.
Yeah, that's
Sit there
another
and
thing I
call
want.
them gay.
That's
Call,
another thing I wanted to point out in this space. They, which you've heard it too, and from the other fellow content creators and anyone from a black B1 pro black space, don't they always use that's gay, my nigga, if something is negative? The man does not engage in homosexuality, but
yep,
when it's time to throw away them derelicts and them spiritually bankrupt motherfuckers from your community,
yep,
you try to delegate them over here to the same gender loving community simply because you suspect or think something of their sexuality. Even if you don't, you're still
right,
going to use that as the negative insult, even if you don't think they're engaging in homosexuality. So it's interesting that you
yeah,
can put what I do with my dick in your mouth as it pertains to the butt of the jokes from your community, but I can't stand and say, I can't even dare say how I just said that on their panel. And that's, you know what I'm saying? So, and another
yep,
thing that helped me also realize is that, well, how come you didn't say that then? Because unlike you niggas, that most of you niggas and females that's on that fucking panel who didn't have your daddy, I learned tact.
but not only that, like, okay, we're gonna
Oh no, but I think we
every
kind
time,
of.
yeah, no,
Well,
we're gonna get back on. But every time I see them open up a Planned Parenthood, or every time somebody gets an abortion or another adoption agency gets open, I'm just gonna go. There goes that straight shit. There go
yeah,
that straight shit.
yep. Up the walking easy bake ovens of life.
Yep.
Hmm.
Piss
Turkey
sticks.
bake, turkey baster dads. Turkey baster dads.
Piss dicks. Piss dicks.
That's the thing. I can't help that I'm black, and that's my experience from speaking from my nigga. But I won't speak from that experience. So that's fine. I was. It's not even as much as the experience as the announcement.
What
You
the
know what
fuck?
I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Pause.
Because what if I had your number?
I just want to know, did that sound to anybody else who listens to this? Put in the fucking comments if it sounds like a nigga making a statement or
Or is an
asking a
announcement.
question and putting it is how is that a fucking announcement? And even if it was, my nigga, like, why is it really getting under your skin? Why are you so fucking sensitive to hearing the word gay?
His slip fell out. It made something about those statements it exposed his slip. I don't know why it exposed his slip and his emotions, but his slip fell out. But hold on.
It's not as much as you speaking from your experience as announcing your relationship, announcing your sexuality. I anything sexual, though. I didn't say
Exactly.
anything. You said that shit like 5 times. But did I say anything sexual? Did I describe my sexuality? I didn't say. I really didn't say nothing about my.
No, yeah, did you hear that in the background? Somebody, I'm gonna go back. He said you did say you don't have sex with a woman. Somebody on the panel. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Hold on.
Yes.
Anything sexual? Did I describe my sexuality? I didn't say. I really didn't say nothing about my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said you did say you don't have sex with women, bro.
So let me ask y'all a question. The people that's listening. How does me not describing how I don't have sex with women describe that how I have sex with men? What is going on in your mind
that you went there?
What's going on in what's wrong with you so-called straight black men who are really fucking gay? And I don't mean just because you engage in homosexuality, but in this question, and I'm going to say this to his wife, who unfortunately I listen to, who's also a content creator. I noticed that she can't even say the word bussy around her. Now, they're married. They're both opposite gender anatomy. So, girl, you being his wife, and if y'all engage in heterosexuality, you don't think it's strange that even though you're saying bussy to demean black homosexuals or homosexual men, particularly men who get penetrated, because you're saying it in a derogatory term to shame the man. So despite you even mentioning bussy on that type of frequency, you didn't think that's a side-eye girl that you should maybe side-eye him as to why You're the vagina that he married, and he's the dick that you married. And despite him putting his dick in your pussy, you can't even comically relief say the word pussy.
But not only that, if you're using it as a shame tactic because somebody's getting
Oh, oh,
penetrated and treating a bussy, if you're treating a bussy and calling it a bussy like it's a pussy, what does that say about your pussy in real life? What does it say that he? What does that say about your pussy? If
what?
you're
What?
making jokes and kind of and comparing it to a pussy and calling it a bussy and making jokes about it, what does that say about your pussy then?
Why isn't your pussy able to distract him from you just saying pussy? And your pussy's right there.
I'm just confused. Why would we? Why I'm
What?
get
What?
where the
If yeah,
joke's at.
like girl, you don't think that's strange that your actual pussy, you're there with your pussy, and you can't say pussy around him joking, but your actual pussy is there. Let's continue the video,
I
y'all.
no, but I've been able to say pussy around every gay nigga I know.
Yeah, yeah, like that's just the question I just had to ask. Okay. But did I say anything sexual? Did I describe my sexuality? Did I didn't say. I really didn't say nothing about my.
You didn't cross the line. You didn't cross the line. You didn't cross the line. I'm just being real with you.
Now you can cross the line.
What I won't do is I just like the reason why I kind of put that out there though is because I want to make sure people understand because I know that's the first thing that they can say is why you speaking. So I'm just saying, just so people understand that that's cool. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? For some people, I understand that's a thing for the black people, the overwhelming majority. So I'm just. I think transgender is good though because since nobody really can let you like that, you know, you can still be comfortable. You ain't gotta do it like that.
No.
If somebody forced you to defend yourself being so big, but I think you kind of laying it out there to be. And I don't even know if you.
But again,
No,
I'm gonna
they've.
say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Gay is the butt of their jokes. Remember, when every time a nigga do something, y'all
No.
every single one in that circle. So how is it that y'all could use what I do sexually as the negative or the damnation or the abomination, but I can't say that outside of just the sexual act, this is who I am and why I'm making this point, not describing my sexuality. But
And that
you
makes you
describe
cringe.
my sex.
But not only that, but I don't know how many
How?
times I've also heard black men specifically say, if you gonna be gay around me, you need to let me know. But it's kind of like, well, if that's the case, now that a person's actually doing that, that's not even accepted either. So a nigga should just be quiet. But that's the reason why they can't catch pedophiles running around in their fucking community
Mhm.
either, is because yeah, niggas ain't telling you what's really going on. Niggas ain't really
That's
being
why
honest. Niggas
that's
ain't
why that's
you're
why
not really
straight
yeah.
that's why straight black women are easily gullible and fail and able to fall susceptible to down low men because
Yeah.
if they're around men that often hang around that are friends with men with this type of pathology to where Bussy can't be said by his woman, if they have it on their channel plenty of times, she just was chiming in, and when she says that, it's like a vampire hitting sunlight to him, despite an actual pussy being in the room with him.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying? So let's continue.
Consciously on purpose. So I'm just kind of letting you know what I'm saying, that because I'm not of that community, it don't sound right here. You know what I'm saying?
But you can say gay all the time in the reference of negativity, but okay.
You can leave that off the table and you just, you know what I'm saying, you just a nigga that's coming to the bus. I didn't know that until today, bro. If you don't say I don't.
But that's why I've been saying it because I thought you knew because I do say it.
But he said it on a couple of times.
That's what I'm saying. I don't do it like that. I've been saying it. I've been saying so. So you heard even some of the guys on the panel say that he said this a couple of times on other panels.
Yeah, and he just tried to play it off to I ain't heard it, I ain't heard it.
Yeah,
But then
I
you
don't
just
really
heard
be
it.
on it.
Well, either way, you
But
just heard it
see,
the fuck
but
now.
But the
So
irony is, you're saying an announcement's not necessary. Well, how is an announcement not necessary when you just now heard it today and I've been saying it and I wasn't announcing it?
yeah,
So
obviously you
really,
weren't listening. You weren't paying attention. But that's the problem here. They're not listening to the fact they're not listening to our experiences. And it's the reason why we have to have our own fucking space because
like
of
we're
shit like
doing
that.
now.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you're not fucking listening. And while we're telling you this is our experience, and actually the reason why we're able to move around the way we do and treat women the way we do and actually survive the way we do is because maybe you should want to pay attention to our experiences. Maybe you can learn maybe a couple fucking things, but you don't want to. They don't want to hear that. If you're gay, if you're gay as a black male, you're considered the outcast, and you're actually considered less than what they consider a woman to be, and they don't consider women to be much either. Obviously, they don't have no respect for them. So yeah, no, it's just kind of the insult of him acting as if even if you want to if you want to go off of some stereotypic things that they would say anyways, because I've heard him say a couple of times, "You sound like a bitch ass nigga." Like, are we gonna
You
sit
sound
here?
like a gay ass
Yeah,
nigga.
are you gonna sit here and pretend like my brother's voice ain't just a little bit lighter than the average male's? That you weren't sitting there already in your mind preconceived about that. You just got more frustrated at the fact that you had to acknowledge the fact that this gay male is actually coming on here with some knowledge and actually, and again, like you just mentioned before, it's like, why did you find so much more fucking passion in delivering all that heat towards you instead of the nigga who's terrorizing women who are actually telling you to get him the fuck out of the room?
That you
I'm
say
just
that
confused.
Yeah, that you say this is the reason why you have that channel.
And
But again, we also know that black women, unfortunately, women, this is why we're never in a competition with women. It's very insulting, and I'm going to need you to stop saying that, because obviously most of you women, you say that you're tired of that, but I'm sorry, I said his name. Well, I only said it just to, this person has the name, because I'm not trying to get clout from this person's name. This person has the sound of what you've been victim to. Like, you're just excited to hear any man with a deep voice speak in a way that you want to, been dying to hear all your life. So I know that from based off of the behavior and how you're wired, I know not it wasn't the place, even despite the room being 70% women, 30% men in his channel. I understood that he's the lion, you ladies are his lioness. And I'm not going to sit here and there was no room or space for me to have that conversation, because then y'all would say I'm a narcissistic gay man and I'm taking a space that's for women. We can't have anything. So for me to try to give an explanation of the complexities and what it is to be a same gender loving Black American non-industry man, that wasn't the place. And I understood that you women, you would have acted like a pack of wild hyenas and attacked because your master had commanded that he had disdain for it. So
and
that's why it wasn't the space for me to have that
but
conversation.
then he
I
also
understand how women
he
still, that's why we will never be in competition with you ladies, because we don't see men like that. But the men that you fuck called heterosexual men do.
yeah, but it was also contradicting to also how you also mentioned like, okay, well, it's okay for him to
Sorry, hold
speak.
on.
He said it's okay. It's not so much about his experiences or him
That's the
speaking on his
announcement.
experiences as an announcement, but that's literally all you were speaking was from your experiences. Again, so like I said, it's not okay to be in their space. You're not welcome there. You're really not, because as soon, regardless if you hadn't mentioned your sexuality, if you never had mentioned your sexuality until like maybe 2 months later, even with all your good points of views, once you mentioned your sexuality, all your points of views would have went out the fucking window anyways. So it's like vice versa. Either way, you're fucked either way. Because it's like if you never tell them anything, then they're gonna be mad. Why didn't you tell me? And then there's also certain things that there's a reason why most gay males have to tell other heterosexual males
So
that we
and
are
just
gay, so
yeah,
that
just so
things
I can
are
know
so
not to
things are,
fuck
are a
with
little bit
you.
so things are a little bit less awkward when
Yeah,
certain things come up. Like if you're trying to
if
set me
you
up on a date, nigga, no, I don't want to. You obviously know that's not gonna pop off. I don't have to make you feel weird. You already know
yeah,
you're.
and then I need to know if you just like you plain just don't like it and you don't fuck with me. I know how to get the fuck so far away from your black ass. I don't want to waste your time, even if that's how you feel. I'm not one of these mainstream LGBTQ. Oh my god, I need you to. No,
Mhm.
I'm saying this because I understand how you niggas are.
And can I
So
say
I
something to these
need.
fuck niggas real quick? If y'all keep saying this shit about you stupid ass heterosexual niggas, if y'all keep saying this shit about how y'all want gay black males to tell y'all, or just gay people in general to tell y'all that they're gay when they're around you, nigga, you just start telling me that you're a pedophile, that you don't take care of your children, because I
Yep.
don't want that you beat your
You cheat and
wives.
lie to women
Yeah, I don't want
sexually,
niggas
that you
like that
smoke
around
weed.
me. I don't want hoe
I,
ass niggas like that around me. So you
yeah, I
should
don't
tell
want you
me
around
that
me.
when you first fucking meet me, you need to tell me everything about what the fuck you do foul, right? Well, what you consider foul, because obviously you're correlating my gayness to being the same level as what the fuck you do or what you don't do, my nigga. what you don't do, because obviously that's overshadowing every fucking thing. My gayness overshadows all the fuck shit you do, my nigga. So when you get the fuck around me, I need you to tell me, okay, I'm gonna tell you about my sexuality. I'm gonna start approaching you. Hi, my name is Corey, the homosexual, right? And when you approach me, bitch, approach me as hi. My name is Johnny, John Doe, such and such, the heterosexual who beats his fucking wife, doesn't take care of his kids, only gets his kids sometimes on the weekends, and really feels like I'm doing all the work in the fucking house. Really doesn't help at anything else in the household. Really don't buy no type of fucking clothes. Really selfish, egotistical, doesn't do any type of things in the community. Never builds anything. Doesn't care about other people inside of the community. Not the black people, not the children, not even his own fucking self. I need you to tell me that when you get the fuck around me. But anyways, I'm sorry.
But I think he's saying that you still can be you. I just think that you don't have to announce that what it is, because honestly, I'm listening to what you be saying and listening to your conversation, and I don't care what your sexuality is. I'm just listening to your
They don't. They don't.
Yeah, he ain't saying no shit that I can't get with. So I don't mind him being like, yo, so it ain't no shit like that.
The lies.
I appreciate you. That's one thing I do, fuck with you about. You're honest. So I understand if I was coming off like, that. I wouldn't talk.
You just did say, why would a homosexual man care about kids more than
I said that. Now, let me say this. Perfect example of how straight, faggoty ass black men take anything homosexual and use it to derail. So this whole time, everyone on the panel could not agree on how black women and men should interact with children. But now you faggoty, egotistical ass niggas you now gave the fuck nigga who's the problem.
You gave him leverage.
Away, interjection out. Now, this is why we can now say, you bitch ass, faggoty ass niggas use us as the scapegoat for your lack of, you fuck ass niggas. That's what you see how he was able to go from me drilling that because what your bitch ass did?
Yep.
You fuck nigga.
Yep.
Yes, I didn't give you that smoke then. Well, because unlike you,
well,
you
knew.
I said that I learned
you were surrounded.
Intelligence from black women. I understood since your slip was showing, I understood that I needed to be feminine and smart. What good is me telling you this and having that energy now? Matter of fact, you know what we forgot to mention? You know what he did? Just like how they want to say the white man tactically ganged up on them. Well, nigga, of course you can come out there with your whole fucking lynch mob. It's amazing how you faggoty ass niggas can come together on a lynch mob on a gay nigga. But these white boys, though. These white trans women, though. These white gay men, though. These white gay women, though.
Dominate the fuck out you. Yep.
You fucking nigga. Let me continue now.
He ain't saying no shit that I can't get with.
So I understand if I was coming off like, that. I wouldn't come.
You just did say, why would
Wait. Pause just real quick. I was going to say this real quick. He keeps reiterating how you didn't cross the line, how you didn't say too much. So what the fuck was it then?
Her slip was showing.
What was it?
Her slip.
I just gotta know.
Her slip. Something about me saying what I said exposed her slip.
Yeah,
it made her slip show.
And he's gonna have to find me another.
No, she's
gonna have to find another fucking equivalent to what the fuck makes her cringe, because I gotta know. I gotta know how divesting black woman.
Yeah, because there was no masculine logic in her movement.
I gotta know why.
It was all cut.
I want to know the comparison of what makes you cringe the same. Is it shit in a bucket that makes you cringe the same of hearing the word gay? Because then I can know.
Same gender loving.
Right, like what makes you what's the same level of
like
the
girl,
cringe
why does
level,
that?
bitch?
Yeah, girl, why does that make you itch? Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, love.
I said as did say, why would a homosexual man care about kids more than a? I said as me as a whole. Yeah, I did say that, but that's what. Yeah, let's not skip over that. Yeah, but is that wrong for me to ask that question? And that's the bad part. I mean, it is a legitimate question. Had he like, because my opinion
Okay,
is with
pause
that
again.
was the announcement of his sexuality. I got it. As a fucking question. You fucking right. It's a legitimate question. I don't about him.
But wait, what?
Legitimate question. You fucking right. Why would?
So how is it now? Now we're back here again. We're reiterating that it was a legitimate question, and the only way to get to the legitimacy of that question, the only way for him to even see that point, was for you to mention the fact that you are a same gender loving person. So now we're back to square one again. What is it that made you fucking cringe, my nigga? Because now you definitely contradicted your fucking self, and now you're being fake in a sense, because it's like, well, you're backtracking, bitch, because what the fuck you just first said was that you're tired of him. You don't want to hear that gay shit. You don't want to hear that gay shit. That gay shit no more. I don't want to hear that gay shit. I want to keep hearing that gay shit. Okay, so
this is why we say straight black men are the real gays.
Yeah, they're really fucking gay, and like you said, fragile.
This why
you said, very fucking fragile, because I don't understand how now you're saying that it was a good point.
No wonder white men can dominate you, because it's amazing for that voice to be so heavy, but those ears to be so fragile.
My nigga.
That voice is that deep, but those ears to be so light.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing, that don't even like women. So we're gonna say now that just because you niggas fuck women that you like them, does that work with anybody's sexuality? So
because again, I could love a woman better than they can.
So why are you on this panel with a bunch of 70% women that are obviously single mothers who've been fucked by you fuck niggas? So fucking women means that you like them? See, I couldn't have that conversation there, because you and your wild hyenas were in the background, but your lynch mob was.
And even not only just that, but fucking women also makes that means you're gonna be a good father once you make something out of that fucking. Like, is that where we're again resulting every like you? That's what but they really do think. That's why I told you, they really think that their sex is really fucking ordained by God. Somebody told them that what the fuck they do,
their relationship,
because that's the only thing that they can show any proof of any type of growth or advancement, right? Because they go from kissing, then to fucking, and then to having a baby, and then having the baby is the ultimatum of proving of their relationship, So
when it just means they want to bust a nut,
right?
Like my mom and dad did at 1647,
right? And you accidentally fucking made a baby, in which
it was not intentional. My dad told me the truth. I was not intentional.
Right.
I was hard dick, wet pussy. Period.
Yeah. No, we're not. Yeah. It's just he's doing.
I don't have to picture that. Now that's another thing. See, I can say stuff like that, and I'm not visualizing my mother and father's. I'm not visualizing anyone's penis going in the vagina just because I understand and I say a lot. So why is it that straight men, you're weird? How come you ultimately go to the sex act of what we do? Nigga, I've never done that with heterosexuality.
Yeah, I told you. I told you straight niggas,
really weird.
They always do that. They be like, oh, you dick in the booty ass nigga. It's like, wait a minute. I bet you suck dick, don't you? I bet you like taking that dick. Like, they'll literally say shit like that. And I'll be like, whoa. Like, I don't even go in like that. Like,
what you said, Chris?
It happened to me at a barber shop.
See, it happened to him. I love her. Oh, matter of fact, you mind if I show Chris some? Can I show you Chris on camera? Black American male of 13 years. This is who I'm in the same gender-loving relationship with. Okay, can you fellas say you were with anyone this color, this genophenotype for 13 years in the heterosexual community? Okay.
Well, they can't keep any type of relationship. They can't keep a relationship with their fathers because their fathers don't want them. They can't keep a relationship with their women. because they don't want women most of the time.
Well, they're in heterosexual. They're not opposite gender loving. They engage in heterosexuality, but they're not opposite gender loving.
Yeah, they can't keep any type of relationship. They can't keep
and
the
they're definitely
relationship
not same gender loving
with their kids either.
That's a legit question for me.